Let's start with a simple question. Who are you? Take a moment. The answer probably comes quickly. A pre-compiled list of facts delivered by the mind's efficient secretary. You are your name. You are your history, a collection of curated memories, triumphs, and carefully hidden scars. You are your profession, your role in your family, your political beliefs, your taste in music. You are the sum of your accomplishments and your regrets. This collection of data points, meticulously gathered and defended over a lifetime, forms what you call your person. This person is your representative in the world, your avatar in the grand game of life. And your entire existence, from the moment you were born, has been an elaborate, mostly unconscious project dedicated to building, reinforcing, and protecting this identity. Every choice you've made, every relationship you've entered, every thought you've had has added another layer to this intricate construction. You believe with every fiber of your being that you are this person. But what if I told you that this person you cherish and defend so fiercely is not you at all? What if it's just a suit? An incredibly detailed, custom-fitted suit that you put on so long ago you've completely forgotten you're wearing it, mistaking the fabric for your own skin. Think of it. When you were born, you didn't have a name, a history, or an opinion on anything. You were just pure, unfiltered awareness, a silent witness to the world. Then the suit making began. Your parents gave you a name, the first patch sewn on. Teachers told you if you were smart or slow. Another layer of fabric shaping the shoulders. Friends told you if you were cool or weird. Your first heartbreak added a dark, heavy lining that you can still feel on cold days. Your first big success added a shiny, polished buckle that you love to show off. Your traumas became hidden tears in the fabric that you constantly try to patch up, hoping no one will notice. Your beliefs are the intricate embroidery that covers the whole thing, giving it a unique pattern you proudly call me. This suit, this personality, is nothing more than a collage of second-hand opinions, accidental experiences, and conditioned responses. This suit is unbelievably heavy, and worse, it is brittle. It has no flexibility. It cannot bend, so it must constantly be on guard against anything that might cause it to crack. This is why you feel so fragile. Its maintenance is a full-time, exhausting job. You spend your days polishing the metals of your achievements so everyone can see them, hoping for a nod of approval. You spend your nights secretly trying to stitch up the rips of your failures and shame, terrified someone might peek through and see the raw vulnerability underneath. You find yourself in a silent, endless competition, a psychic fashion show of personalities. Your eyes are constantly scanning others, measuring their suits against your own. Is her suit more successful? Is his suit more interesting? Does my suit look old or inadequate next to theirs? This constant comparison is the engine of inadequacy, ensuring you never feel truly at peace. Every conversation becomes a potential threat or a potential source of validation. A word of criticism from a boss or a stranger feels like a physical blow because it threatens the integrity of the suit. You feel a tear in the fabric and you panic, scrambling to defend it, to justify it, to attack the source of the criticism. A compliment, on the other hand, feels like a warm patch being applied. It momentarily reinforces the suit, and you feel a fleeting sense of security before the anxiety of maintaining it returns. Look at where your energy goes. The sheer mental horsepower required for this is staggering. Think of the hours spent replaying past conversations, editing them in your mind for a better outcome, or prescripting future encounters to ensure the suit is presented in the best possible light. This inner monologue, this constant narration and management of the story of me, is like a loud static that drowns out the subtle music of reality. Life is happening right here, right now. A fresh breeze, the taste of water, the unexpected kindness of a stranger, the feeling of the ground beneath your feet. But you miss it. You miss almost all of it because you are completely absorbed in the endless, neurotic task of adjusting your costume, checking your reflection in the eyes of others, and worrying if your suit is good enough. The real cost is not just fatigue. It's a form of blindness and deafness to life itself. The greatest tragedy is not that you wear a heavy suit. The greatest tragedy is that you have forgotten the living, breathing, silent, peaceful being that exists underneath it all. The one who has been patiently waiting for you to come home. This realization is unsettling, isn't it? To see the person you thought you were as just a costume, a complex and fragile construction of memories and beliefs. It can feel like a profound loss, a kind of death. The mind, the architect of this very construction, immediately panics. It screams, "If I am not this person, then who am I? What is left? Am I just nothing?" This question can bring a sense of vertigo, a fear of a vast, featureless emptiness. You have spent your entire life identified with the intricate details of the suit, its successes, its failures, its unique story. And now it feels like you are being asked to step out of it into a void. But this is the ego's greatest trick, convincing you that the void is something to be feared. It wants you to believe that without the drama, the struggle, and the story, you will cease to exist. In reality, you are being invited to discover your true nature, which is infinitely larger, more peaceful, and more powerful than any personality could ever be. So, if you are not the person, who are you? You are the space in which the person appears. You are the room in which the entire drama of your life unfolds. This is the fundamental, world-altering shift in identity. You are not the contents. You are the container. Think about it with radical honesty. Your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, your sensations, they all appear within your awareness. They are not you. They are things happening in you, like weather patterns moving through the sky. Let's deepen this analogy. Imagine your consciousness not just as a room, but as a vast, silent, infinitely spacious hall. Your thoughts are the furniture. Some thoughts are comfortable, well-worn armchairs, your cherished beliefs and happy memories. Others are rickety, broken chairs you keep tripping over, your recurring anxieties and self-criticisms. Your emotions are the guests who come to visit. Joy arrives, throws the doors open, turns on the music, and fills the hall with light and laughter. Grief arrives unannounced, sits quietly in a corner, and its silent, heavy presence seems to absorb all the light. Anger bursts in, red-faced and shouting, overturning tables and demanding that everyone pay attention to its outrage. Fear doesn't even enter. It just whispers from the doorway, pointing out all the potential dangers, the structural weaknesses in the ceiling, the storm gathering outside. The person you thought you were is the frantic, perpetually exhausted host of this hall. The host believes their entire worth is dependent on the state of the hall and the mood of the guests. When joy is there, the host clings to it desperately, trying to lock the doors to make it stay forever. When anger arrives, the host either tries to fight it, making it even more destructive, or cowers in a corner until it leaves. When grief visits, the host tries to ignore it, or cover it with a blanket, or busy themselves with rearranging the furniture, anything to avoid feeling its profound stillness. The host is completely identified with the chaos, believing, if my hall is a mess, then I am a mess. If my hall is empty, then I am empty and worthless. But you are not the host. You are the hall itself. You are the unshakable floor, the endlessly high ceiling, the 4 impenetrable walls. You are the silent, unmovable space that holds all of it. When the guests are celebrating, the walls do not become permanently happy. When a storm of anger rages inside, the room itself is not scratched or damaged. When grief sits in the corner for weeks, the floor beneath it does not become permanently sad. The hall simply allows everything to be as it is. Its very nature is one of pure, non-judgmental, unconditional allowing. It provides the space for the party, for the grief, for the storm, for the silence. The furniture can be rearranged, burned, or replaced. The guests will always come and go. The pictures on the wall will fade. But the hall, the space itself, remains untouched, ever present, silent, and at peace. This is your true nature. The awareness that is reading these words right now is the same awareness that looked out through your 5-year-old eyes. The personality, the body, the beliefs, all have changed dramatically. But the silent, witnessing presence, the space, has been the one constant throughout your entire life. Realizing this is the ultimate liberation. You stop trying to control the furniture and the guests, and you remember that you are the unbreakable, sacred space that holds them all. A quick, technical moment. If what you're hearing resonates with you, hit subscribe. It shows that this information is valuable, so you understand the idea. Intellectually, it makes sense. You are not the furniture or the guests. You are the room. You are not the clouds. You are the sky. It's a beautiful, liberating concept. But the mind, the master of the suit, immediately chimes in with its most practical and urgent question. Okay, but how? How do I live this? What do I actually do? It's looking for a 7-step plan, a new technique to master, another piece of furniture to add to the room. But the practice of being the room is not an action you take. It is a shift in perception you allow. It is an undoing. It is the practice of subtraction, not addition. The core practice is this. You learn to shift your focus from the content of your experience to the context that holds it. You disidentify. When a strong emotion arises, your lifelong conditioned habit is to immediately fuse with it. When anger appears, you say, "I am angry." In that statement, you have zipped yourself into the suit of anger. The I and the angry have become one. The room has declared itself to be the raging guest. From this position, your only options are to act out the anger, shout, break things, or suppress it, swallow it, pretend it's not there. Both are exhausting and create more suffering. The new way is to introduce a tiny, powerful space. When the heat of anger begins to rise, you catch it. You consciously change your inner language. Instead of, "I am angry," you observe, "Ah, anger is here. Anger has entered the room of my awareness." Feel the difference? It's subtle, but it is everything. You have just taken a step back. You are no longer the guest. You are the room, noticing that a guest has arrived. Now what? You don't have to serve it tea, and you don't have to call security to throw it out. Your only job is to let it be there. You allow it to occupy space. You feel the raw energy of it in your body, the heat in your chest, the tension in your jaw, without judging it or needing it to leave. You watch it with a kind of neutral, curious presence. And what you will discover is that an emotion that is fully allowed to exist, without being resisted or fed with more thoughts, has a natural lifespan. It rises, it peaks, and it dissolves, all on its own. It was never your enemy. It was just a visitor passing through. The same practice applies to your thoughts. Your mind is a thought-generating machine. That is its function. You cannot and should not try to stop it. That would be like trying to stop the weather. The problem is not the thoughts themselves, but your unquestioning belief in them. You have been taught to treat every thought as a personal, urgent message from headquarters. A thought appears that says, "You're going to fail," and you immediately believe it. You become the failure. The practice is to start seeing your thoughts for what they are, impersonal mental events. They are clouds drifting through the vast sky of your awareness. You are not the clouds. You are the sky. When a dark storm cloud of self-doubt appears on the horizon, you don't have to fly up into it and become the storm. You can remain as the vast open sky and simply watch it drift by. You notice it. Ah, the "I'm a failure" cloud is passing through today. You don't argue with it. You don't try to push it away. You simply let it be, knowing that you are the unchanging space in which it appears and disappears. This practice creates a gap, a space between you, the witness, and the thought or emotion being witnessed. In this gap lies all your freedom. It is the space where peace is found, because in that space, you are no longer at the mercy of your own mind. You are no longer a victim of your own inner weather patterns. You are the quiet, stable presence that holds it all. You are home. If this video changed something in you, write "I am the space" in the comments. Write it as a promise to yourself. Nobody